Hello and welcome back to New Brunswick Boys MMA. Today we'll be doing a quick predictions video for UFC Fight Night Zalal versus Stirling. Starting off with the prelims, we have Talita Alencar versus Julia Pilastri. I'm picking Pilastri by submission in this one. I have faith in her. Both good Brazilian prospects. If we zoom in on this here, we can see 7-1-1, 14-5-0. Pretty good records considering. 5-1-5-2. Pilastri has longer reach with the arms, not so much with the legs. But I'm going with Pilastri by submission. If I go over here, you'll see she's got some subs that both do. But Pilastri has way more fight experience. You got 9 fights versus 19. I'm taking the person with an extra 10 fights. Similar, more or less similar records. I know one's 14-5, one's 7-1-1. But when you have an extra 10 fights, you're going to have more losses on your record, generally speaking. I'm trusting in her. Moving up, we have Max Payne Griffin versus Victor Valenzuela. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. We got 20-12-0, 14-4-0. To be honest, this is actually an interesting fight to me. I'm leaning Max Griffin, as stupid as that may seem. I'm leaning Max Griffin. As you can see here, fairly similar stats on the win by finishing rates and whatnot. But I don't know why. I'm feeling Max Griffin by knockout. He's got longer reach by 5 inches, which is not a crazy amount, but it's enough to make a difference. And I've been impressed by Max Griffin. I know he doesn't have the best record, but I like him. I'm picking him by knockout. Next, we have Francis Marshall versus Lucas Brennan. I'm picking Francis Marshall. If we expand this here, you can see 9-3-0, 12-2-0, or 11-2-0, my bad. Fairly similar records. Similar reach, etc. Same height almost, an inch difference. I'm picking Marshall by decision. I think he's a pretty good fighter, fairly well-rounded. I'm trusting him by decision, to be honest. I know they both have high submissions on their records. I don't see this one going to be a finish because they're both fairly good grapplers. I see probably a lot of control time for Marshall, 29-28 decision, something like that. That's my prediction. Rafael Filho versus Cody Durden. I'm riding Filho, however the fuck you pronounce it. Cody Durden's never been that impressive to me. He's a decent fighter. He's pretty good, all things considered. I just have no faith in him here. 17-4, 17-10-1. Both of them with a lot of finishes, both of them with, fairly varied performances. I've seen some where I'm impressed by both and disappointed in both. I'm riding Filho. I'm going to say round 2 to TKO. Next up, we got Mayra Bueno Silva versus Michelle Montague. This is another women's MMA fight. All right, we got 7-0. Michelle Montague, 10-6, Mayra Bueno Silva. Bueno Silva is not bad at all, but she's not anything special, really. She's shorter here. She's going to have shorter reach. Montague's undefeated from New Zealand, fighting out a good gym. Both of them have high submissions for their finishes. I'm picking Montague by submission. I'm going to say late round 2, early round 3 sub. Bueno Silva is not that impressive to me. She's okay, but it's WMMA. I'm picking Montague. Jackson McVee versus Cedric Dumas. Now, this is actually an interesting fight. This should be a good scrap. McVee 6-2, Cedric 10-4. Cedric slightly shorter in this matchup. It's middleweight, so it's going to be at 185. Yeah, I'm riding with McVee. I think he's going to get this one done. Dumas is a good fighter. He's just not all that impressive to me. Like, he doesn't stand out in any crazy way. But McVee all finishes. Dumas, fairly mixed bag. I'm going to go with McVee by submission. I think Dumas on the feet. It's going to be hard for McVee, but I think he's going to get sub. Adolfo Vieira versus Eric Moicano. I'm picking Rodolfo Vieira. Rodolfo Vieira is good, man. I like Vieira. I've been impressed by him many times in his career. I know he's got the short reach here. Is he okay? Good. He's not an underdog. I thought he was an underdog in this one. Yeah, I'm picking Vieira submission round 2. Marcus Buchecha versus Ryan Superman Spann. Ryan Spann is a blob. I'm picking Marcus Buchecha by finish. I know he's shorter here. He's got less reach. He's the smaller man. I'm taking him by submission. Ryan Spann's not that good. He's never been good. I know there was a trope a couple years ago. I actually trained for this one. Nah, man, Ryan Spann is shit. Always has been, always will be. He's getting choked out. Montel Jackson versus Hanoi Barcelos. I'm riding Hanoi Barcelos for this one. Barcelos has always been someone who I actually think is a good fighter. I know he's a little older, but he's pretty good. Some of his wins have aged extremely well lately. That one against Peyton Talbot particularly. 15-3 for Montel Jackson, 21-5 for Hanoi Barcelos. You see here, both in the mixed bag, finishes, subs, decisions. Yeah, Montel Jackson's going to be a longer guy. He's going to have more reach, but I'm picking Hanoi Barcelos, and I'm going to say he's going to get the finish on the feet. Against the fence, against cage, late round 3, Barcelos just unks his way to a victory. Davy Grant versus Adrian Luna Martini. I'm picking Davy Grant, man. Davy Grant's good. I know his record looks like shit here, 17-8 against 17-1, but he's actually pretty good. He's actually a pretty good fighter, all things considered. I'm not seeing a finish for him. I'm thinking Davy Grant decision. I think it's going to be a hard fight for him wherever he goes, but that's where I'm leaning. Davy Grant decision, I can see that one. Rafa Garcia versus Alexander Hernandez. Now, this is an interesting fight for the co-main. 18-4, Rafa Garcia. They're not co-main, my bad. Rafa Garcia, 18-4. Hernandez, 18-8. Garcia is the shorter man. This is at 155. Okay, so Hernandez is also going to be a bigger man in there. Cutting down from 170. Man, this is actually a tough fight to predict because they're both good. Garcia's got the layerman skill. He's got good grappling. Hernandez, the power might translate down. I'm leaning Hernandez by knockout. That's my final prediction. Alexander Hernandez by knockout. He's got more weight to him. He's a bigger guy cutting down. He's got more power. That's my prediction. Norma Dumont versus Jocelyn Edwards. I'm going Norma Dumont all day, every day. Not just for the cheeks. I'm dead serious. Norma Dumont's going to win this one. 29-28 split decision, most likely. A little bit shorter than Jocelyn Edwards, but I feel like she's more athletic. I feel like she's the better fighter of the two of them. Jocelyn Edwards has never really blown my mind. Dumont, she blows all of our minds in some ways, but yeah, I'm picking her to win this one by split decision. It's WMMA, probably a grapple fest, probably a lot of holding, top control, and just control against the fence. Neither of them are crazy impressive, but Norma Dumont's getting this one done. And finally, we got Aljo versus Yusuf Zalal. This is a hard fight to predict. They're both really good. 25-5 for Aljo, 18-5 for Zalal, up at 145 because Aljo has moved up a weight class. He's got layerman skill. Aljo, former champ, he's really good. He hasn't looked the best lately, but I think he's going to get this one done. Yusuf Zalal's really good. He's a very good prospect at featherweight, very good contender. The guy could really easily win this one, but so could Aljo. That's the thing. If we go here, you're going to see they both love the submissions. They both had some decisions and some knockouts, but they both, like subs. They're both good grapplers. The question is Aljo going to be able to out-grapple Zalal? And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to out-grapple him to a finish, but I think he can out-grapple him to control and try and win himself a decision here. 48-47 or 49-46, something along those lines. Probably 3 rounds to 2. Aljamain Stirling, that's my final prediction. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care and have yourselves a lovely day. Enjoy the fights and all the best.